Are you just praying for a great singer? Because you shouldn't just be praying for a great singer. You shouldn't just be praying for a phenomenal drummer. You should be praying for a phenomenal drummer that is filled with the Holy Spirit, someone that is going to take your team to the next level. So don't think just because someone comes onto your team that's super talented that this must be from God. This must be from the Lord.
Welcome to the Worship Probs podcast, where we aim to entertain, encourage, and equip worship and tech leaders all around the world. Look, we all know that serving in worship and production is great, but the problems, those are real. Thanks for joining us as we dive into today's episode with our host, Brian Tabor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 395 of the Worship Probs podcast. You hear her, ladies and gentlemen. She's back and she's ready. It's Alex Gomez is with me today. Alex, hello there.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be back and talking more things worship.
Yes,
and
it's gonna
all
be great.
Things worship ministry.
Yeah.
So super excited.
Hey, so for all of us who follow you on Instagram, which is it is a great follow. Alex, it's Alex de Gomez, is that right?
Yep.
Alex de Gomez. It's really your kid's Instagram.
Yeah, that's what they say. So, and that's what other people say. Other people stop me. If I don't know them or something, then I'm at a conference or at the airport or something, like, I just want to tell you, I love your kids. And I just want to tell you that I follow you for your kids. You know, one time someone came up to me and told me, like, you haven't posted a lot about James. I feel like you need more James videos. And I'm like, okay, I'll get right on that. I'll make sure I'm recording him more. And they're like, we just follow you for your kids. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I do appreciate it because I feel like I love them and I want the world to love them. And they're just so funny. And like,
they're so funny. They're so funny. And your husband, who is the master of all things technical, right? And MD, and he does all kinds of stuff.
He does everything. He's an MD. He does a lot of things. He does mixing and recording and Ableton guru. He has a YouTube channel about Ableton. And he's always helping out music directors and things. And when it comes to the house, he's like the handyman. He's the chef. He's the Costco guru. He's the golf person. Yeah, Costco and golf. And maybe Ableton, those three things together.
Pick a lane, buddy. Pick a lane, buddy. He's good at everything.
It's frustrating. It's super frustrating.
How long have you been married?
I've been married. This June will be, at the end of the month, June 30th will be 14 years.
14 years. Wow.
Yeah, 14 years. And we were dating for 5 years prior to that. So we've been together, for a while. I couldn't get married until I got my bachelor's degree. So,
gotcha.
I had to wait till I got my bachelor's, and we got together when I couldn't date till I was 17. So.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right.
So we went to prom together.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Yep. Went to college together, all that stuff.
Oh, I love it. I love it. We'll have to have him on. We'll have to have him on here sometime and get us all straight on Ableton because, man, I love it. I love it, but it looks like it would be easier for me to launch some sort of spacecraft than it would be to make any sense out of Ableton.
And he does everything. Like he not only plays tracks on Ableton, but like records all of our vocals, and he does a lot of stuff through Ableton. So
love that.
Yes, a lot of people. He gets a lot of calls sometimes.
I bet he does.
Like, hey, this is not working.
I bet he does.
So he's really good at that.
Well, we love the Gomez family, and we're glad you're here. And we're going to have a great conversation today. We've got prayer concerns, of course, but we're first going to have a conversation about creating an effective audition process, which is crucial. If you listen to our last episode that we did together, it was on dealing with conflict. And a lot of that conflict can be avoided or lessened if you start the right way. And so we're going to talk about that through the audition process today. So if you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that subscribe button over there and you'll never miss a video. And before we dive in, I want to give some love to our amazing partners. They help make the podcast possible. Planning Center and AE Global. This episode of the Worship Probs podcast is brought to you by Planning Center, an all-in-one software that can help you organize every facet of your ministry, connect with your people, and help your people stay connected to each other. Among the many ways Planning Center can help you do that is through task management. In Planning Center, you can create detailed tasks, organize to-do lists, and even collaborate on those tasks with other team members in real time. Do you have recurring events and projects with long to-do lists? Make a task list template to save time. Have regular tasks you need help keeping up with? Set your tasks to automatically repeat at an interval of your choosing. And the best part is that you can create tasks from absolutely anywhere in Planning Center using the toolbar. You'll find your Tasks tab in Planning Center Home, the place you see all the important updates happening across your account. To learn more and get started today, visit planningcenter.com or click the link in our bio. Prayer Concerns is brought to you by our friends at AE Global. Worship and production ministry is hard. Every week, you're preparing, troubleshooting, and dreaming about what could be next. And most days, it can feel like you're doing it all alone. But what if you had a trusted partner who understood the pressure and chaos and walked with you through it? For more than 30 years, AE Global has been building relationships with churches just like yours, helping with everything from audio, video and lighting to system design and even installation. But they're more than an integrator, and they're about more than just selling gear. AE Global is a team that comes alongside you and a partner for the long haul, someone to brainstorm, troubleshoot, and dream with. They don't just care about your equipment, but the people behind it. Because great ministry happens when you don't have to carry it all by yourself. If you're ready for a partner who understands church production and wants to help you move forward with confidence, visit the link in our bio and reach out to AE Global today. Don't do ministry alone. Navigate it together with AE Global. Well, okay. Creating an effective audition process.
Oof.
So important. So important.
It is. I feel like it's one of those things where as you lead a team, you kind of tweak. At least I did. I tweaked the audition process a lot along the way.
Yeah.
And feeling like, I don't think I'm going to do it this way anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, for instance, in the beginning, I would do live auditions, like in front of me, sing.
Yeah.
And then didn't do that. I was like, I can't, because it just, you have to say the right words and you have to make sure that you have your, your bearings about you and not like make a face if something goes to the left. And so I felt like I was always tweaking that process to make sure it was super efficient and effective for both parties involved.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that I feel like if you go to different churches, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
No matter where you go. When
you moved away from live, how did you handle that?
I needed to move away from live because I felt like there was just so many people who were I needed to filter it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when people are auditioning, they don't know what they're asking for. Worship ministry is very demanding. Yeah. Anytime there's a service, they want worship to start that service. It don't matter if it's for kids or for youth or for baptism, So sometimes people are like, I just love music. I want to join the worship ministry. So I would have people first fill out an application. This is all via like email, right? So first you fill out an application, and so we get to know you, who you are, and all that stuff, asking them questions about like either their music history, but also about their personal history, things like that. And then we would ask them to send in a voice memo or like a video recording of them singing. One song would be like one of the songs that we sing, and one song would be like one of the songs that they love or something like that. Because a lot of times people will be like, oh, but that's not my style. I sound better when I sing something else, you know? So just to kind of combat that.
Yeah.
And then right from that recording, you can tell if this person has the ability or has something in them, even if they need to grow and like, oh, they need to get a little bit better. But from that recording, you can tell. And even someone emailing you back, right? Because sometimes they won't even like, they'll see that application and be like,
nope, I'm good.
Out.
I'm good. I'm good.
This is way too much. But if you have a live audition, they'll come and be like, okay, what do you want me to sing? You know? So sometimes it just filters out the people who are serious and the people who are not. And then from that live recording, I could tell, okay, you know, this person. And if I still have questions, I'll send them like a recording of me singing, saying like, can you do the harmony on top of this or something like that? Or can you sing exactly what I'm singing? Just to see if they can match pitch, you know?
Sure.
So I would go through that. And then from that point, I would let them know through email what the next process is, if we're accepting them or if this is where it ends. Sometimes it's a filter to acquire or sometimes it's a no. And yeah, sometimes I had to just give people a no. I remember this one person was like, but I have an album out. And I was like, that's great. Still a no.
Still a no.
I don't know how.
Still a no.
Still a no. I was like, okay. That's interesting.
First of all, can you hit me with the link because I'm dying to hear it.
Yes, because sometimes people, singing is playing is a very vulnerable thing.
Yes,
it's like, it's a part of who you are. It's not something that like, obviously you can grow and develop it and make it better and all those things. But like you singing for someone is like basically like reading your diary for some people, right? And it's like, oh, you're coming at me. Like if I get rejected and I can be on a team, they feel the rejection as like an identity. And so it takes a while to understand that like, first and foremost, we're children of God. Yeah. And that's what God has called us to be, his children. And there's different gifts that everyone has.
Yeah.
And for you and I, we have the gift of singing and worship. And that's how we express our love to the Lord. But it's not necessarily my identity. Like if I don't sing, I'm not a daughter of the King, right?
Right.
That's not connected. And so for some people early on, it is connected. I have to be able to be on the team because that gives me the affirmation that I need and the identity that I need, right? So we go through the process. It's a yes or no from email. Then I would interview them individually just to kind of understand who they are and things like that. And then from there, I would give them the manual that has everything you need to know. And the most important thing I would do, and I would say to every worship leader that really, really worked for me, is I would do a 3-month trial.
Oh, yes.
3-month trial.
Yes.
I would say the word trial, like it was going out of style.
All caps.
Trial. This is a trial. Trial. Because trial.
Yeah.
Because this is a trial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the moment you let someone onto the team permanently, or you tell the entire team, hey, this is a new member of our team, it's so hard to take that back.
Yes.
It's so hard to renege on that and be like, no, just kidding. They don't, whatever it may be. So I would always say like, hey, you have to come to every rehearsal for the 3 months. We would all read a book. So me and the new people who are trying to come on, we would all read a book and then we would talk about it, right? So again, in those 3 months, I'm establishing, is this person serious?
Yeah.
Is this person reading the book? Is this person coming on time? Is this person going to be an asset to the team? Are they going to give something to the team? Or are they only going to take from the team? Right. So in those 3 months, then at the end of the 3 months, we would have a meeting to say, did this work for you? And did this work for me? Because sometimes at the end of 3 months, that person is like, this is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't want to be in this ministry. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I thank you so much. Thank you for the being honest. Thank you for coming in these 3 months. Thank you so much, for being with us in the time that you did. And then it's like so peaceful kind of walking away, because we were both in the understanding that at the end of this 3 months, I would tell them, moving into it, like at the end of this 3 months, we're going to have a conversation, and I'm going to be honest with you about how I saw you do in those 3 months. And you're going to be honest with me and say if you can or you can't. Right. So for instance, there was this one lady on the team, and she didn't have a car. And so she would always have to do, and she lived super far away. She would have to always do like 2 buses and blah, blah. And like a lot of rehearsals coming like 30 minutes late, 40 minutes late. Blah, blah, blah. By the end of the 3 months, she was like, I can't do it. Like, at least in this season of my life, I can't do it. I can't like meet that expectation. And that came from her. Yeah, it didn't have to come from me, which I was going to say that anyways. Yeah. But she was able to say it. I gave her the space and the opportunity to say it and to just feel it, right? And we all knew that this deadline was coming at the end of 3 months. So we kind of knew like, okay, this is what the outcome is going to be. And so I would tell worship leaders, like, try that, put that in your process. For some people, 3 months might be a lot. Maybe it's 2 months. I think in the beginning I started at longer than that, and then I put it down to 3 months. Obviously, you got to do what's best for your culture, but that really helped me not tell people, which I did in the beginning, like, this is a new team member. And then 2 months down the line, I'm having issues. And now I feel like I have to deal with conflict. Going back to our last episode, because I didn't say this was a trial, and I didn't see them out, and I didn't see how they were first. Yeah. And I think it's just better for both parties involved.
Boy, it sure is. And I love because the 3 month thing, it allows you to look at character and all kinds of other stuff. And it's not just talent. Talent's obviously important, but I think, man, so often we neglect the character part, and that 3 months gives you a really good window to kind of observe them in different, and like situations.
Even like when we're reading the book together, and they're, okay, like, what did you learn in this chapter? And they're talking, and I'm like, oh, wow, they're really good at speaking, right? Or like, they're like, already as a leader, I'm like, oh, we could use them for this, or, oh, maybe I can have them start a Devo. Like, you're understanding who they are as a person and what God has put in them and what God has called them to. So you're not just like, hey, be on my team so I can schedule you and I can be less stressed. It's also a way for you to understand the person that's on your team and the gifts and the calling that they have, and how you can evolve that and how you can make that flourish for them.
Yeah.
So trial.
Yes. Well, and your process it has a lot of clarity to it. I think that's also really important, clarity, expectation, like communication. That's also important. Like, it's we often forget, I'm old, right? So I've been using in-ears for 20 years or whatever. Like, if somebody comes into audition to sing, and maybe the sum of their experience of singing is like singing in the car, and then you want them to come in, they're going to sing into a microphone, which is very different. They're going to put in-ears in, which is way different. And they got to figure out how to balance all that. And there's a click in their ear and some lady telling them when to go to the verse and when to go to the chorus or whatever. I mean, it is a lot.
Yeah.
To step into if you've never done that before. And so, man, I love the clarity of that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about telling people no. Okay, so my favorite audition story is not my story. It is people on here will often hear me talk about my oldest friend, Sam Lynn, which he hates to be called my oldest friend. He's just been my friend the longest.
The longest, yeah.
And this is, 35 years probably. And so he is a worship pastor, and he developed this. After they sing or play or whatever, he would always ask them, how do you think that went? And he asked this one person, how do you think that went? And they were like, I think it went pretty good. And Sam said, it was so bad. The first thing that came out of my mouth was, uh-oh.
No, that was his response. I think it went pretty good.
So like,
something my son would do.
Oh my gosh. So going in, I would always try to, under the clarity, like, okay, so you're entering into this process with us, and we might find out it's a great fit for you. It's a great fit for our team. We might find out that those are not the case. And my thing was always like, okay, I'm your pastor more than anything else. And so if we find out that maybe it's not the best fit, or we find out that it's not the right time or whatever, I'm gonna not just say no and cut you off. We're gonna find what God has gifted you to do right now.
Right.
And so, like, tell me in your process, what saying no is so. I mean, people are not going to be excited typically to hear no.
Right.
Like, how do you say no?
I know. I've actually, people before would ask me like, what does your email look like when you say no? And I would just send them like the template. Like, if you want to use my template, here it is. Yeah. But the heart of the email is, you're going to be frustrated with yourself so although you may be able to sing along to a song or whatever it may be, the expectation of the team is here. And so we need you to be in the choir first to understand what phrasing is, or to understand what diction is, or to understand what holding your part is while someone else does another part, right? Harmony. So we need you to be at a certain level. If not, frustration is going to start to set in. Bitterness is going to start to set in, because I'm going to say, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? And so I don't want to squash anything and any passion that you do have when it comes to music. So I don't want to create that in you. Also, there are other ministries in the church. And so if you are spending your time on this one, but God is calling you to another one, or you have a passion for something else, I don't want to just open the door to appease your feelings, to make you feel good. So I'm going to open this door for you to be on the worship team. Or it's like, no, I know that there's always call outs for other ministries. We need help with the kids. We need help here. We need help. There's always call outs. So sometimes if I know that they are interested in other things, I would be like, hey, I want to connect you with the pastor of this department or the pastor of this. You can always be a part of our choir, or sometimes if they were tone deaf, I would not suggest a choir, because I'm not going to also do that to the choir director. Yeah. I'm just going to say like, hey, this is just not for you. But in the email, I'm trying to, like, the overall picture to be like, we want to make sure that you are where God needs you. And we want to make sure that you're not frustrated every Sunday trying to sing in unison.
Yeah.
Right. We want to make sure that when you go up there on a Sunday, you're able to worship, because the amount of stuff that we do, and the amount of harmonies that we do, and the amount of things, languages that we do, sometimes English, Spanish, sometimes we'll add other languages in there. You're going to feel stressed. And so you need something else before you get here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually the communication.
That's so good, man. That's so good. Okay. Have you ever had an audition that it was all green lights musically, but the culture, it was a red light with the culture of your team?
Yeah.
So help us navigate. We're all taking notes, man. Help us navigate that. Like, okay, you did everything right musically, but I think you're going to be like a wrecking ball in the culture of our team.
Yeah. And a lot of times if I feel that even before, like, let's say I feel that in the interview process when I meet them face to face or something, or there's something on their application, they're not going through that 3-month trial. Mm. We're not even going there.
Yeah.
Or they're not even like, that step is not happening. So especially if like, sometimes on our application, it'll have things that'll allow me to know what's going on in their lives personally, right? Like, do you have a boyfriend? Are you living with your boyfriend? Things like that, where we're like, okay, these are standards that we have for our ministry or for our worship team. Whether it be like, are you drinking or are you smoking or are you whatever, right? I would have to get so deep. That's why I say like, I would always tweak the process because one thing would happen with a team member and I'd be like, is that on the application? Is that on the manual? Because then I'll go back and then add it and then put like a scripture reference as to why we believe what we believe, whatever the topic may be. And I'd be like, okay, that way it doesn't happen on the back end anymore. I would always go back and tweak, so a lot of times I would find whatever it was before the 3-month trial, right? Like, hey, I see that you're living with your girlfriend and, you should be married if you are living. Here is the scripture. Here, let's talk about this, blah, blah, blah. And so I've always had those conversations because at the same time, too, you always have to think about your other team members. If you're holding everyone to a certain expectation, but then you let it go for one person, it's not worth it. Whether that person, like I said earlier, is but they're everything I prayed for.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that everything you prayed for? Oof. Are you just praying for a great singer? Because you shouldn't just be praying for a great singer. Right. You shouldn't just be praying for a phenomenal drummer. You should be praying for a phenomenal drummer that is filled with the Holy Spirit. Someone that is going to take your team to the next level. So don't think just because someone comes onto your team that's super talented that this must be from God. This must be from the Lord. You still have a duty to filter. You still have a duty to your team to say, okay, what's going on here? How's even the personality of this person? Are they just saying all kinds of things that come to their mind? Are they just super offensive? Right. So that's what I like to do after the email application. That's why I like to do the interview process to understand who is this person. Right. And like, even if they came from another church, contacting that church.
Yep.
And understanding like, hey, how were they in your ministry? How was blah, blah, blah? Sometimes like, oh, they were great. Or they, whatever, they just moved and, oh, that's great. Thank you so much. Like, you can learn so much. This is something that you have to protect. This is your team that you have, that you're in charge of. And so it could seem tedious to a lot of people. But then in the back end, when you have all this conflict and drama, you're like, well, I probably should have put that in the manual or probably should have put that in the application, right? Like, even if it's little stuff like, hey, you're representing the team. Let's be mindful of what we post. Hey, you're representing the team. Let's be mindful of what we comment or how aggressive we are on whatever it may be.
Yes.
And so I know now with like social media that brings a whole other level of stuff that you would have to go back and tweak.
Yes. Well, I was going to say in 2026, we're having to be mindful of things that when I started in ministry in the mid 90s, it would have never have occurred to me that someday you're going to have to watch out for this.
Right.
I mean, there's a whole list of things today that you got to watch out for.
Yeah, yeah. And it's so important to understand who they are, where they've come from, and how they can help your team and how you can hurt it. I'm not just saying like interview them to figure out like all the bad stuff like that. It's not to shame them or anything like that, but it can also be like, how can they help your team? How can they come alongside? You know, like how much of an asset are they to your team? Oh my gosh, you have this at your house or whatever. Can we do songwriting camps at your house? This would be so great. Like, there's so much to learn. And so that's why in the beginning, it was hard for me to say no for people to be on the team, especially when you're in need, especially when we were growing and like campuses, we had 8 campuses and it's like, you need more people and more people, more people. But sometimes that good 5 team member worship team where everyone connects, everyone has unity, everyone loves each other, everyone understands the importance of worship and what it can mean for the body of Christ when they walk into the sanctuary.
Yes.
Woof, sometimes that is way more powerful than the 20-member team or than the 30-member team where they're just able to do whatever they want. Oh, but they sound good. But then, when you go home, you're like, Lord, why did you give me this team?
Right. Amen.
So it's just, it's about what you have. I mean, this is, if you have 3 members on your team, all 3 of you guys are just rocking and you love each other and you trust each other and you're good. That's a great foundation to get the 4th member.
Yes.
And then a great foundation to get the 5th. You know what I mean?
Yep. We're in such a hurry, man. We see all this incredible stuff on social media and other churches live streams and all that stuff. And I think it was Paul Balash who said, man, it'd be better to not have a drummer than to have the wrong drummer.
Absolutely.
And so don't be in such a hurry to try to duplicate, everything that and that's a whole other episode about, comparison and all that good stuff. Man, this is so helpful. Alex, you are a treasure trove.
Amen. Brian, do you know what time it is?
I think I know what time it is. I think it's time for prayer concerns. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know them, you love them. Those sideways comments you get from people in your church sometimes. And, people send these in from all over. You'll always be anonymous. And it just helps us to take a breath, get a little laughter in our lives. We all need that. And so send yours in to us at the website, worshipleaderprobs.com. You can find a link in our bio for that, or you can DM those to us on any of the socials. So let's dive right in. Prayer concern number 1. I don't like the way your face looks when you sing.
Oh, no. Okay. This is in person?
Yeah.
I don't like the face. I don't like the face.
Yeah, I don't like it where your face is looking when you sing, man.
Okay, sometimes, though, you really do have to make a certain face to get the note out.
Exactly.
Like, if it's high, like, what do you want me to do? This song is super high. Or I have to open up my mouth to be like, whatever it may be.
Exactly.
I don't like the face you make when you sing. This is the face that God gave me.
Exactly. It's the only one I got.
It's the only one I have. What can I do?
Exactly. Come on, man.
Oh, man, these worship leaders, they need to wake up with grace on Sundays.
Exactly. Oh, gosh, you're not kidding.
They're being attacked.
Yes.
They are being attacked through comments online, through slipping papers to the sound men.
Oh, yeah.
They are being attacked.
Absolutely. All right. Number 2, prayer concern number 2. One of the vocalists on our team is expecting a baby. And a lady in the church came up to me one day to tell me how they could finally hear her sing and that it must be the baby that is helping her to sing louder.
That she's louder when she's pregnant? It's because she's double. There's 2 people.
There's 2 people.
Twice as loud.
Oh my gosh, she's singing for 2, man.
She's singing for 2. She has more oomph to her.
More oomph. That's right. More oomph.
Was that
your
funny.
I mean, you've had 2 babies. Was that your experience? You're singing louder?
I was out of breath. I was like, you thought I was running a marathon.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's interesting. I think sometimes people just want to they want to say something, but they don't know what.
Yeah, they got to fill the space with something.
They got to fill the space.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so number 3, prayer concern number 3. In my early years on a team at my church, we had a lady that was a tad pitchy. Okay, and she sang quite a bit louder than the rest of us. Which sidebar, that's not a great combo. Pitchy and loud. You don't really want that.
Oh my gosh.
So that combined with our lousy sound system. Okay, so anyway, one service we closed with "Above All." And a woman came up to the worship pastor afterward and said, "Well, you sure crucified that song."
That's good. That's good. I like that one. That's creative, at least.
That's creative. That's creative.
Crucified, lay behind a stone. Oh, man.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
That's such a good song.
Oh, it is a good song.
You can't mess Above All.
Yeah.
Man, but sometimes people who are pitchy and loud, they'll sound like feedback.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
They will sound, you're like, is there feedback? And you're like, no, it's just
me. It's just this person next to me.
That's not feedback, folks. That's her. Oh, no.
Gosh,
Why don't they just turn down her mic?
Yeah, just turn it down. Just turn it down. That's
all the way down.
All the way down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you've got in-ears, she'll never know the difference.
That's so true.
She can still hear it.
That's so true. Yeah. If she's like a pillar of the church and you don't want to like sit her down or something, just lower the fader.
Yeah. Just turn it down. Just.
Yeah, exactly. Because Above All, that is a classic.
Yes, it is a classic.
That's a classic Holy Communion song.
Oh, yeah, man. Come on.
Oh, man. My mom sings that song. So good.
I need to hear that.
It's so good.
I need to hear that.
She crucifies it in the right way.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Number 4, prayer concern number 4. Our pastor recently used me as an example while he was preaching. And he said, you see this pianist? He's not the most talented, but he sure is committed.
He stood up like, thank you. Didn't know I was going to be today's sermon illustration. But thank you so much. Do you want me to go up there and play or?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You see
Can
him?
you imagine?
He has a heart of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he the best? No way.
No, can't really play.
Not by a long shot. This guy. Oh, he could be doing anything else. Literally anything else.
Anything else. That's right.
But he's serving the Lord.
Exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
Am I being complimented or am I being criticized?
Quite sure how to take that. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Okay, your sermon illustration.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's the last one, the bottom of the pudding cup. Prayer concern number 5. I was recently running lights during a service. Someone came up and said, "Hey, are you in charge of lights?" "Yes, I am." "Why?" I thought they might have some feedback on something being in their eyes or too bright. And they said, "Well, the toilet light in the women's bathroom is out. Can you please fix it?"
No way, sir. No way. Lights are lights. That's what that guy said.
Yeah, exactly. Are you in charge of lights? I got a lighting. I need some lighting help.
I have a lighting issue. I couldn't see my hands when I was washing them. What? That guy was like, lights are lights. No matter where they are.
Exactly.
In charge of them.
Oh my gosh.
Not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. At all.
Oh my gosh.
Well, oh my gosh. Yeah.
I bet that guy died laughing. Like,
I bet he did too.
Let me get the maintenance man in here.
Yeah, I would have been laughing.
Let me get the janitor in here to get that light bulb. And not this, I'm sure he has like a board for lights.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh my Lord. People are out there getting wild.
If you're not in the structure of church or you've never been like employed or on staff at a church and you just attend, I can see maybe how you think that.
Might make sense to you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but also too, sometimes when you're in church culture, you are everything. So you're like, I do know where the closet is, where the light bulbs are. I'll just go ahead and
Let me go take care of that.
Yeah, like it's not part of my job description, but I'll just, that's church. You're never one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You got hired for one thing, but joke's on you. You're
do all kinds of stuff. Absolutely.
You're doing announcements. You're the greeters. You're also cleaning the bathrooms midweek.
Yeah.
Like whatever you thought was not on that piece of paper when you got hired, they're adding. And especially if you show more gifts and more talents.
Oh yeah. Look out.
Especially if you have a suggestion.
That's right.
It's over. Hey, I think we should have you're in charge of it now.
Exactly.
Whatever you just suggested, you are now the pastor of.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. You're
now the leader of that.
You're now the leader of bathroom lighting.
Yeah.
Bathroom lighting. You're going to make it happen. Well, fam, those are prayer concerns. Thanks for sending yours into it. We want to hear from you. Send yours in to us. You can do that through our website, worshipleaderprobs.com, or DM those to us on any of the socials. Well, we've been telling you about Experience Conference 2026. It's coming in September. It's at Disney World. It's a worship conference at Disney World.
That's crazy.
That's pretty phenomenal. And it's one of our favorite weeks. We'll be there. We'll record an episode of the podcast there as a workshop. So with people in the room, which is one of our favorite things that we get to do. So join us. So many amazing artists, incredible speakers, tons of workshops. Come and bring your team with you. And look, if your spouse isn't in worship or production, it's at a resort, so there's tons of stuff for them to do. They can hop over to the parks during the day while you're at the conference.
Yes.
It's just a great event, and we hope to see you there.
Yes, you could be flowing in the river of the Lord Spirit, and they could be flowing in the lazy river.
That's right.
Just
exactly right. That's exactly right.
Two rivers, both needed, both necessary.
Exactly. Well, this is this Friday, July the 10th. Pop-up Probs, Charlotte, North Carolina. There's still time to join us. Join us for that. There's a link in our bio for that. It's a free day, free training, free lunch. If you've ever been told there's no such thing as a free lunch, that is not true, because this Friday there's a free lunch. It's provided by AE Global. The event is at their headquarters, teaching, podcast. It's going to be great. Alex, tell us about what you got going on.
Yes, I'm working on a kids TV series. It's super fun. It teaches your kids about how to be a missionary where they are in their schools, in their neighborhood. It's called Kids on Mission, KIDZ, onmission.com. It has 4 episodes already, and there's going to be 4 more coming out, and it has curriculum and activities and dance tutorials, and the music is so fun. Me and Anthony did the music for it. And it's super fun for homeschooling or for summer camps, or if you're just tired of your kids being on kids YouTube or something, just pop this in.
Kids on Mission.
Kids on Mission. They're going to love it. And the next thing is we have some more videos coming out on our Free Worship YouTube channel. Free Worship is a bilingual worship team. And we have a bunch of original songs in our YouTube channel. We have our original songs there, but also we have cover songs. And so, yeah, we'd love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and guys, Free Worship is absolutely killing it. Alex is the founder of that, and you got to check that out because they are absolutely crushing it. And man, we just love hanging with you guys. Thanks for watching and listening today. We're always glad. This is episode 395, man. 400 is coming.
That's crazy. We have to celebrate.
We do have to celebrate.
Yes,
that's wild.
But before you go, make sure you subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode, okay? And we would love for you to take a quick minute to head over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. If you want to leave us anything less, then don't even go, okay? Because we only accept 5 stars. We don't accept anything less than that.
5. That's right.
It really helps us when you give us a 5-star review for other people to find us so that it comes up quicker when they're looking for stuff. So if you love us, which I know you do, you could give us a 5-star review.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you for following us on social media, Worship Probs on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Threads, Worship Leader Probs on TikTok, and join the Worship Probs community group on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or just look for the Worship Leader hashtag. It's hashtag Worship Leader Probs.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to join that group on Facebook, there's 3 questions, like every other Facebook group. We're trying to keep spammers out. Here are the questions. Here are the questions. What's the name of this group? What do you do at your church? And what's the name of your church? So those are necessary I let a spammer in once who wanted to sell a bunch of Amway products or something to all the members of the group. So look, just answer the questions and join us. And it's different content. It's not memes. It's leaders helping leaders and supporting leaders. And you can post questions in there that sometimes we don't always get back to all the DMs in a timely manner. So you join the group, post it in there, and it'd be great. Yeah, it'd be great. And hey, before we go, huge shout out to our girl, Allie B. Creative, Allie Bajanos.
Allie.
She is everything. Every room she walks into gets better because she's there. And she's phenomenal at what she does. She edits our podcast, all the graphics. and she can help you and your communications team, your social media team. You need a website, logos, whatever it is. She is your girl. She can help you. And she's doing some teaching on AI and how you can use AI to kind of streamline some of the processes in your ministry. It can be a helpful tool in addition to all the other tools that you have. So Allie's the girl. She'll crush it for you. And thanks to Scott Hoke for our voice-over intro. Guys, we love you. Thanks so much for hanging with us on episode 395. Until next time, deuces.
Adios.